Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. It is that time of year again, and I wanted to do a tutorial for you guys using my absolutely favorite Valentine's Day palette ever, and that is the gorgeous Blood Sugar palette. I do a look similar to this every year for Valentine's Day, and it always proves to be my absolute favorite. I know you guys are gonna love it too. It's so easy, so approachable. If you'd like to do some Valentine's Day glam with me, then please keep watching. Guys, let's dive right into this Valentine's Day glam tutorial. Now, this has to be one of my absolute favorite looks. I've done a ton of similar ones, but it's just my go-to for Valentine's Day. Right here now in Canada, we are stuck in quarantine. I wanted to brighten everything up. I know Valentine's Day probably isn't that big of a deal this year. Everything seems just canceled because of how crappy last year was, but I wanted to bring some light to it. Let's jump into this makeup look. It's gonna be super fun. We are of course using the Blood Sugar palette. How could you not for a Valentine's look? The first shade we're gonna be using is Tongue Pop here. I'm gonna take that onto my Wayne Goss 16. This is a big fluffy blender, and we're just gonna start to work that into the crease. This eye look is so simple, so approachable, so easy. I love doing it every single time. So what are your guys' plans for Valentine's Day? Me for one, probably just chilling at home, maybe watching a movie with the husband, nothing crazy. But what do you guys have planned? Are you letting COVID ruin Valentine's Day? I feel like COVID has tried to ruin every single holiday that's come, but let's stay positive. I'm continuing with that shade here. I'm doing circular motions as well as rocking all the way through that crease. It's okay if you get a little messy and it gets on the lid because we are gonna be cutting the crease, as you can see here. Oh, I just love that sparkle. I hope that catches on camera the way it looks in person. It's absolutely stunning. Don't be afraid to bring it nice and high either, because again, we are cutting and we want that color to still peek through. So what do you guys think of all this recent drama going on? I, for one, am so sick of this crap. I feel like every hurdle we get over in terms of us being fans of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, we're hit with something else, some crazy scandal that he ends up being strewn into, and now it affects us. I'm so sick of the drama. I want it to be about the makeup. I know you guys do too. We care about the makeup. We don't care about the other stuff. We just care about the makeup, and I just think this is so preposterous. This is something that happened a year ago. It's some he said, she said garbage. It's so immature. I can't take it anymore. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this drama? I am so sick of it. I want to hear what you guys think. Definitely leave me some comments down below. Now we're ready to dip in with our next shade. I'm going to be going in now with this beautiful shade here. This is Fresh Meat. I'm also going to be switching my blender. This is a MAC 221S. This is a slightly smaller blend, not slightly, this is like significantly smaller than the first blender I used, because when you're going in with deeper colors, you definitely want a more precise brush. So we're going to be starting on that outer corner. Just like what we did with that other shade, we're going to be keeping it lower though. And then we're going to be running that right through the crease, all the way to that inner eye. What do you guys think about Valentine's Day? Me personally, I have never really been a fan. I feel like it's so overhyped. It's like one of those New Year's days where it's like, it's always hyped up to be something and it doesn't end up being that thing. And I just think it's a waste of time. Like every day should be love day, right? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that when I was in grade 8, I absolutely got dumped on Valentine's Day, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. I was obviously more devastated about it then. Once that shade's been put on, we're gonna switch to a smaller brush. This is actually a MAC 216 pencil brush, and we're gonna dip in with this color here. This is called Coma, and it's the deepest color in the palette, and we're just gonna load that up onto our brush, and then I'm gonna start on this outer corner here. I'm just gonna use tapping motions and kind of tap that into place, and then we're gonna run that right through the entire crease. We really want that depth. When you use a smaller brush, you're gonna notice you're getting that depth that you want more than when you use a bigger brush, because it obviously disperses the color more. You want it to be nice and dark so it makes the look sultry. It is a Valentine's Day, of course. Once that shade's been placed on, we're gonna dip back in with Tongue Pop. We wanna blend out what we just placed down. We wanna make sure our gradient is just nice and smooth. We don't want it to look choppy. I'm gonna switch back to that MAC 221, and we're just gonna kind of finesse over top of what we just laid out with that darker color. and it's just gonna help zhuzh everything together. Another thing, I don't want to bring up the drama again, but another thing that I really don't like is I just started liking Trisha Paytas and watching her videos, and now I'm like, I don't know, I'm such a big fan of Shane Dawson. I don't want to pick sides here. I don't even want to really talk about this too much. It's just, I hate that there's always drama. I wish it didn't have to be this way. Are you guys fans of Trisha Paytas as well? I would love to know. I love watching her eating videos. Now, I am not an ASMR girl. I don't like people to be eating in my face. I'm not like one to watch mukbang or whatever it's called videos. But I love watching her eating videos. She just like, I'm vicariously always living through her. And now it's just like, ugh, with all this drama, it sucks. All right, at this point, we're pretty much ready to cut the crease. That's my favorite thing about this eye look. It is so simple, it's so to the point. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. For that, I'm gonna take my MAC 242 brush. I've loaded this up with some Tarte Shape Tape. And what I'm gonna do is literally swipe this on my eyelid. I'm gonna look up, see where that imprints, and start carving. Once our crease is cut, we're ready to move in with our shimmer. For that, I'm gonna take that same MAC 242. Now I have wiped off, obviously, the concealer. And then what I'm gonna do is go in with, I'm sorry, you're barely gonna be able to see the name here. This is the shade Sweetener. It's my favorite, one of my absolute favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics shade. It is a beautiful duochrome. So what we're gonna do is load that up onto our brush, and everywhere that we put that concealer, oops, we got a little fallout, no worries. We're just gonna tap, tap, tap that into place. What an absolutely stunning, stunning shade. Now, if you wanted, you could leave this look right here, but because it's Valentine's Day, because I really want to jazz this up, I'm gonna be using this Stila liquid shadow. This is in the shade Dollish. It is so stunning. If you can see on this eye here, it just takes it to a next level. I am obsessed with the way this looks. Before we go in with that Stila, what I want to do now is just re-deepen that outer corner. For that, I'm gonna take my MAC 221 again. I'm gonna dip back in with Fresh Meat here, and then I'm going to just lightly put that on the outside. We really want to make sure that gradient is nice and seamless. So I'm just kind of doing tapping and then wipey motions. And then I'm gonna dip in as well with Tongue Pop. I'm just going to place that in between the shimmer and that Fresh Meat shade. Now, like I mentioned, you could keep the look here, move on with your life. This is absolutely stunning the way it is. But because I really wanna take it there, really jazz it up for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna be going in with this now. So I've loaded up the brush here, that same MAC 242 with that beautiful cream shadow. And we are just going to, it's so simple guys, just tap, tap, tap. Right on top of the other shadow we just placed down. And can you see what that does to the eye look? It's so stunning. It gives it dimension. It just brings it to life. I really wish Jeffree would come out with some liquid shadows. I would love to see that from the brand. I think he would slay it. He would really, I know he's a giant fan of these Stila glitter and glows, so I know that he would really take it there, really do something special for us. And guys, this is how simple this eye look is. We're like literally almost done. That's pretty much it for the upper eyeshadow. So simple and easy. What I'm gonna do now is quickly hop off camera. I'm gonna do a winged liner. I'm also gonna throw on a pair of lashes. Today I'm wearing Lily lashes in the style Doha. If you're interested in any of the products that I use on my face that I don't necessarily talk about, just know that everything is always listed in the description section, so take a look through there. Everything should be there, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm gonna quickly go hop off camera, throw those on, and I'll be right back to do the lower lash line with you guys. All right, we're ready to do the lower lash line now. So for that, we're gonna be going in first with this shade here, Fresh Meat. I'm gonna take that onto my MAC 212. This is a tight liner brush. I use it in almost every single tutorial to do my lower lash line. I absolutely love it. Stamp this along the lower lash line, keeping it really close to those hairs there. We don't want it to be dragged down too low. We're going for smoky, but not too smoky, you know what I mean? So we're just stamping that along. You can bring it right all the way in as well. Now I'm gonna take a teeny tiny blender. This is my Wayne Goss 19. I'm gonna load that Tongue Pop shade now, and we're just going to smoke out ever so gently that Fresh Meat shade with it. Just like that. I love what that adds to the lower lash line. Super duper simple and easy. Now what I'm gonna do is put on some mascara onto that lower lash line before going in with my liner. And for that, I'm using my Milk Makeup Kush mascara. Still trying to upgrade that. You guys have given me some great suggestions. If you have any more mascara suggestions, definitely leave them down below. I definitely want to up my mascara game this year. Hopefully Jeffree's mascara will be coming out and it'll just kill it. Now we're ready for the nude liner. This is my NARS Rue Bonaparte. It's my go-to. I've used this as a nude liner for as long as I can remember. Just gonna line that waterline. And then for that final touch, I'm gonna be going in with my inner corner highlight brush. This is my Sigma E46, and we're gonna go into this Candy Floss shade here, and we're just gonna put that into our inner corner. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the eye look. What I'm gonna do now is quickly hop off camera. I'm gonna take these ears off and I'm gonna come right back to show you guys the finished look. All right, guys, ears are off and this is the finished look. I, of course, had to do the lippy to be from the Love Me or Love Me Not bundle. It's, of course, the perfect Valentine's Day bundle. And I used the shade Wifey, which has fast become one of my absolute favorite colors. I can see myself reaching for this all the time. This is my actual first time wearing it, but I'm in love with the way it looks. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's look. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you haven't already, leave me a comment down below. What did you think of this tutorial? I also got some new lighting. The lighting might be a little finicky in this video because of that, so let me know. Did you guys notice a difference in my lighting? I did invest a good amount of money in it. I would love to know what you guys think. And please, guys, if you haven't already, give this video a like, and please make sure you subscribe. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye, guys!